house or remodeling your home? Hi, I'm Wesley Rosenberg with Building Waters. I get that question asked to me all the time of what material should I use for my water piping for my home. There are three types of water piping you can use. You can use copper, CPVC, or PEX. We're going to look at the pros and cons of all of them today. Hi, let's look at copper. Copper is a great product. It looks great upon completion. It's strong, it's rigid. The problem with copper, the con of copper, is that it's very expensive and labor intensive. It'll have a tendency in the event that it freezes out, it could expand and burst. Next, let's look at CPVC. CPVC is a plastic type material, very inexpensive, easy to use. However, the problem with CPVC is it's got cheap valves, so or more difficult valves to use, as you can see. And after about 8 to 10 years, this gets a little brittle. Now trying to close and open this 8 years later, I've seen many nights where I go out on calls that someone's trying to shut a valve off and it snaps it right off. This gets very brittle. It's a product that here at Building Waters we don't necessarily use too often. Last but not least, let's look at PEX. PEX is a product that's very flexible. It's inexpensive, a lot like CPVC. It's easy to use. Another advantage of it is in the event that it were to freeze, it's not going to burst. What's going to happen is it's going to expand like my belly and like a anaconda eating a goat and get a big bulge in the pipe. And then what will happen is that as the anaconda would digest that goat, or the weather would thaw down and this would thaw out, it would retract back to its regular size. And then you wouldn't have burst causing financial damage to your home. The cons of it is that it doesn't do a nice looking job. You can try your darndest to make it a nice looking job out of this. It just doesn't do a nice looking job. Here at Building Waters, we do something a little differently. We have a rule of thumb. We use PEX on the horizontals and we use copper on the verticals. We get copper where it really means something. You need the strength and quality material. We use the PEX where we're just trying to get from A to B. So for example, if I were to use PEX for the whole building, with a lot of other plumbers may use, or they do use, when they get done on a PEX pipe, you put this type of a valve on. Many nights I've been called out because someone's ripped this off the wall, or it has popped off the pipe. This is what we use. We put this on copper pipes, so we have a copper finish at the end. Quality valve. This costs about $1.40. This costs about $7 to $10. So that's the difference. That's what we do here at Building Waters. If there's any way we can help you, call us at 262-989-1001. We're out of here.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, that's what we do. And don't forget refrigeration too. Building Waters, shed a teardrop of joy